When disaster strikes, extraordinary people step in to help. This story is about one such person. Her name is Caroline Hebbard. She's on the scene after earthquakes, floods, explosions, and hurricanes. But she has help. So this story is about Caroline Hebbard and her extraordinary helpers. This story is about search and rescue dogs. Here's the story.
Search and rescue is using the dogs to help find people who are lost, either in the woods or in a disaster. In general, it's the government who will call people out for a major disaster, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and these dogs are used in the mountains for finding people after an avalanche. So far, they have not developed anything that is more effective than a well-trained dog with a good nose. I'm Caroline Hebbard, and this is Pasha, and he's a search and rescue dog. Part of our training is to have mock searches or drills.
It's going out and practicing what you would do in a real situation. My name is Chris. I live in Nokomis, Florida, and this is my search and rescue dog tracker. I belong to Sarasota K9 Search and Rescue.
We have a real sense of urgency today. We have a lost child that's become separated from his father while they were out here hiking. Gives you an idea of the distance from where the point last seen was.
The incident commander will brief the leaders and assign each group an area on the topographical map. In a search like this, the dog handler determines how they're going to cover the area. The handler is the person that the dog lives with and who works with the dog. These people have to know how to read a compass, a map.
This is the little trail we're coming down right now.
How to manage a search, how people behave when they get lost. You have to know how to work a dog. There is a bond and a team spirit that's very necessary in this kind of work.
You need complete control over your dog, and your dog needs to be able to trust you. Track. Come here. Sit. Come on.
Search and rescue dogs find people by using their sense of smell.
The dogs are able to smell a lot better than a human being. The dog is picking up the particles of skin. These particles have the scent of a person. Every person is losing hundreds and thousands of them all the time.
That's it.
And each person has their own unique scent.
Dogs can detect scent on the ground where a person has walked. When they face the wind, they can also smell scent in the air.
If the wind's coming across this way right now, we probably ought to just go up here.
I think we should follow this road right here and see if he picks up anything.
Anything, yeah, coming across
You'll
here.
find that any dog will be able to go out and find scent without being trained. To train a dog to be a search and rescue dog, you just need to fine-tune what they're going to do.
Training is a game to the dogs. What's important in the dog is that the dog has high drive, high motivation. It's the dog who wants to play ball, who wants to retrieve, and gradually you start making it search and rescue into a game. It's like hide and go seek for the dog. A lot of it also you learn through experience. To give you an example, we will put people up high in a tree. The next step is to teach the dog by repeating this sort of exercise that if he has circled an area and still hasn't found the physical person, the person is up. One of the things the dogs have to know and be comfortable with is what we call agility. Climbing ladders, going through tunnels, a lot of different obstacles, different surfaces. In a disaster situation, the dog has to feel comfortable climbing over things that move.
In a search, you follow the dog, but you need to just pay attention and look for little things that can help you out. You have to watch him grid back and forth. You need to look for when your dog alerts on something. You're going through all these woods and bushes, and then all of a sudden you come around the corner and here's this guy sitting there that you've been looking for 25, 30 minutes to 4 hours. When you find someone, it's the best feeling in the world.
The biggest reward is when you find someone alive. We have a lot of people who get into search and rescue thinking that it's glamorous, happy work. It certainly is not always glamorous. It's not always happy work.
There's no payment. It's just strictly volunteer work, something that we love to do, something that's helping out.
The reason all of these volunteer dog handlers keep going is because they really care about other people. Search and rescue is a wonderful way to put an intelligent animal to use. A lot of animals are great pets and do a lot of good by just being around the family. In a way, by doing search and rescue, I took it one step further.